It worked. We're live.
I couldn't tell if you were frozen or just like really like just holding the mute the whole
That's
time.
that's the live. I was holding the mute button the whole time. People of the internet, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch, and we're live on Twitter.
We're gonna have upwards of 3 viewers.
We're gonna have 3 different methods of being ignored. This is gonna be fantastic.
This is exactly what I need for my self-esteem.
I love it. I'm Mike.
I'm Brendan.
This is Thirsty Thursday on gettingworked.com, on twitch.tv/gettingworked, on youtube.com/@gettingworked, or on what we call it X now. I keep wanting to call it Twitter. It's just X now because Billionaire Man has ego and Billionaire Man has money. So it's X now. But we're live on X.
For now.
This is Thirsty Thursday on gettingworked.com. Yeah, we're live for now, and it's X for now.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking?
Oh, I got a delicious import here.
A delicious import.
Yes, let me see here. It's from the mountains.
The Mountains of Dew?
You'd really hate me if that's what I had. No, I've actually got something. Don't you worry about me.
He had me. He had me. That is...
From my friends here at High Grain Brewing in Cincinnati.
Oh, good stuff.
This is their Outlaw Pale Ale. It was a collaboration with the American Outlaws Cincinnati chapter, United States Soccer Supporter Group. It's called the Outlaw Pale Ale for the American Outlaws, and it's an absolutely delicious pale ale.
What's that say under the name?
Gluten reduced.
What does that mean?
It means the gluten is reduced.
Where'd it go?
Reduced. It's like a balsamic vinaigrette. You just reduce it down to a...
There it is. It's beer vinaigrette. I got my fancy glass today.
Oh boy.
My fancy glass.
What are you gonna drink?
And
Fancy.
it's not fancy. It's not fancy, but it's interesting. It is from 21st Amendment Brewing. This is a pumpkin haze IPA.
Ooh, I like hazies, but now I don't know if
pumpkin
I would be into
hazy.
a pumpkin hazy. Now, have you had this before?
I've already, full disclosure, I've already had like 2 of these. So it's not going to be much of the first taste
And a
reveal.
couple shots.
And some
couple other
shots.
beers.
It's got a great color. And the thing that I like about it is I don't like super sweet pumpkin beer. And that's the thing about this. It's got all that kind of bitterness of an IPA, but with the pumpkin. So it doesn't come across like candy, which is sometimes my problem with a pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Almost like you're drinking a pumpkin and graham cracker mash sometimes it's too sweet sometimes.
Too much sugar in a pumpkin beer, usually. I like when they go a little higher ABV with a pumpkin beer because I feel like that balances out a lot of that sugar.
Yeah.
Just put more booze in it. That's how you fix it.
There you
Just
go.
put more booze in the beer.
Pumpkin.
Oh man, pumpkin's fantastic. Also, there is a Elysian. I think it's Elysian or Elysium.
Oh, Elysian? Yeah.
Elysian Brewing. They make Night Owl. They make like Howl at the Moon. They make like an entire pumpkin like 4-pack that you can get different flavors of their pumpkin beers. They go pretty heavy with that.
Wait. You give different flavors of your... Just have a pumpkin beer. Jeez.
No, you could do multiple. There's an entire brewery called Jolly Pumpkin. They don't make all pumpkin beer, but the name's fun.
True story. The brewery that I worked at, Darkness, you visited. Do you remember the unique pumpkin beer that we had?
The unique pumpkin beer that they had.
Well,
Darkness
just 'cause
Brewing's unique
Darkness
pumpkin
was known
beer.
for their dark beers, and it was the Blumpkin.
Blumpkin.
Yeah, do you remember Don't Google that.
Don't look that up. We're going to get kicked off Twitter. Or X. X.
Yes. Shocking.
Oh, man. I don't think anybody gets kicked off X anymore, so I don't think we have anything to really fucking worry about there.
As long as we pay $1 a year or whatever it is.
Did you pay for the blue check mark?
I don't even use it. I have an account, and I use it to look at
I probably use it more than you do, and I'm not paying for the blue check mark.
I maybe open Twitter once every 2 weeks. I have a Twitter, like, feed inside of a Discord server with our soccer group that is just for the most important tweets on the team and our local like coverage of it. So I see everything through Discord, and I never even open Twitter, and I'm kind of good with it.
I use it a lot for wrestling news. When I'm watching a wrestling event and I want to know about something backstage or something that I saw, or hey, did that looks like so and so got hurt. Let me go check Twitter.
If there's anything live, I will check in for that, just to go under search trend, like the most current, what is going on, and just kind of figure out.
But watch on Twitter.
I mean X or
X.
Yeah.
Watch on X. The Bird app. The Bird app. It's not even the Bird. Is the Bird still there? I've got it open over here.
That's how
No,
you
yeah, it's not even a Bird anymore.
The Bird app is for the scooters.
You ride those.
I used to.
You used to ride the Bird scooter.
I have my own now.
You have your
I
own
used to ride
scooter.
the Lime scooters.
So you have the resident. I was going to say the residential version. You have the consumer version of the like.
Mine is made by Segway.
It's made by Segway.
Yeah,
But
it's
what
not-
Lime or Bird scooter, like it's that style of a scooter, the
that
thin.
style.
And
It's all
does it
black.
fold up?
Yes, the neck folds down and attaches, and you can
Do
pick it up.
do the normal Bird scooters fold up?
No,
No. Probably so you can't steal them.
probably so.
Probably so they're not super compact, and you just throw it in your trunk.
There's still I'll still use them here and there. Like there's times when you just want to take a scooter somewhere if it's a one-way destination.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave. Like I'll take my scooter if I'm just kind of going around town and maybe going to a restaurant and I can lock it right by me or something like that, and then I'll take it back home. I'll park in Covington. Like we live in Northern Kentucky. I'll
Yeah.
park in Covington and then ride the scooter over into Cincinnati and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Save myself the parking trouble, and it's fun.
I went
Feels-
to the football
My
game.
land kayak.
Your what?
It's my land kayak. I
Your
said.
land kayak.
Did you know how much I love my kayak?
You do
and
love your
how
kayak.
my single person vehicle to get away from people. My scooter now is that same thing, but on land.
That's
I can
fair.
Get my single person get away from people like no one else. Although I've seen a lot of people try to ride two people on them, and it's really stupid.
My brother-in-law and I went to the Bengals game this past weekend, and when we're getting out of the stadium, which is it was such a great experience, except for the human herding that is getting out of an NFL stadium.
Oh man,
That was insanity.
I haven't been in years.
I moved 3 feet, and then I moved a foot, and then I moved a foot, and then I waited 10 minutes, and then I moved a foot. And we're walking back, and we're seeing people jumping all these like conveyances and going across the bridge. There's a split second where your brain goes, "Well, we could just jump on a scooter."
You should. Unless you have had anything to drink and stuff like that, I don't recommend it.
The thing about the scooter though is even I thinking about it in retrospect, the walking was so tight and the bodies were so tight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had the space to. I wouldn't have been able to get enough speed. I would have been on the scooter still moving the same speed as everyone walking.
Gotcha.
It was that thick getting across a bridge.
Like Link. But how was the Bengals game? I saw you post. You actually got to see a good one.
Yeah, I went and saw the Bengals win. We are 2 wins
Seattle,
in. They beat the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know what a Seahawk is. Some kind of big dumb bird.
It's a hawk in the sea.
Yeah, big dumb bird. But great experience. Like I said, I went with Chris, my brother-in-law, and we had neither of us been in either for him ever, me a very long time. The only time I had ever went previously was I got like free tickets from when I ran a bar. It was one of those things where the bar rep is like, "Hey man, I need to get rid of one keg of Miller Lite. I'll give you these 2 Bengals tickets if you put it in your bar." It's like, okay, great. Now, in retrospect, what I should have done to be more financially sound was use those tickets as a giveaway, as something of that nature. But
Where'd you go?
what I did, you're back. You went away. You're back now.
Get away.
I'm still here. I've been here the whole time.
I hope, because you just disappeared off my screen, and then
You disappeared. You disappeared off the stream, and now you're back.
well, I didn't do it.
No, I think it was the internet. Sometimes tech's gonna tech.
Fantastic.
So the last time I had went to a Bengals game, as I was saying, was I had gotten free tickets from a liquor rep. It was one of those scenarios where he's like, "Hey man, put this keg of Miller Lite in on your tap, and I'll give you these tickets." Now, what I should have done, as a person running a bar who wanted to like run a business was used them for like a giveaway. You know what I mean? Like made money with those tickets, but like I was dumb and just was like, I'm gonna go to the game. Sure, I'm just going to the Bengals game.
I did that with tickets before. Some Reds tickets that we had at the same bar probably, and I remember that I couldn't go, but to get some people down to come see me for lunch, I said, I've got tickets for the 4:00 game. Come in and let me know you saw this post, and people came in.
So it was one of those games that was like early January the last time I went. Cold as a motherfucker. And these tickets were like the free tickets for what's called the it's like the Miller Lite party deck, party stage or party deck. Where it's just like a big open thing. They had like the free burgers and like you get like 3 free beers and whatever. Kelly, my wife, she's girlfriend at the time, we were there. We had only stayed for like the first quarter because it was so goddamn cold. Yep. We ended up leaving. Didn't have that great of a time. This game, we decided, okay, we're going to go down. We're going to experience the pregame, a little bit of the tailgating, then go into the stadium, stay the whole game, walk back across the bridge. Get the whole, like, going to the football game experience. Fucking fantastic. I had a goddamn blast. First off, compared to, like, a baseball stadium or a hockey arena, NFL stadiums are just a different animal. It's like a baseball stadium with a parking lot wrapped around it and 2 additional levels of just shit to do. It's nuts.
I need you one time to come into the Bailey with me.
See, it has its own name. That's what scares me. You don't just want me to go to like the soccer game. You want me to go to like an area that has a different name because it has a reputation. I don't know about that.
We definitely have a reputation.
I don't know if I want to go to the area that has the name.
Fun time.
Go to the Bailey. That's like saying go to Carousel. You have to go to Carousel. Like what happens at the Bailey? Like that's what would scare me. Is how do you get out?
The Bailey was actually the courtyard or the part that surrounded the castle and protected, and it's
So does every hockey or every soccer stadium have a Bailey? Is that what that area is called, or is that what the?
It depends on the place. Like at Liverpool, it's called the Cop. At
Cop, like a police officer.
KOP. At Borussia Dortmund, it's called the Yellow Wall, and it's just intimidating. It's crazy. In Columbus, it's called the Nordeca. It's like us, but just terrible. They're just not good.
What is this area's relation to the field? Like for football, you would say like, oh, you're sitting in the end zone.
It's always behind one of the goals.
Specific goal? Huh.
We're always at the north end of the stadium. The Bailey is at the north end. It's a specially built section. It's all aluminum and hollow underneath, so it works like a big drum.
Road games, what happens? Do you guys pick out a Bailey, or do you automatically have a Bailey?
In soccer, supporters sections are allotted by the other team. You all buy from a certain supporter section. You show up together. You have to go into the stadium early. You have to be held a half hour afterward. Like you leave as it's
back up. Held?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It depends. So like when we went to Philly for the playoffs last year, because it's intimidating. It's like it can be interesting when you go into the opposing territory. It's a lot of fun. But it's intense because you're literally just chanting and singing hate at these people, and they're doing the same thing back to you. We had an entire stadium singing, "Oh, go back to Ohio, oh, go back," and they're all just all over us. And then we had some choice things that we sing about too, but yeah, they have security that stays with you like a liaison. We meet up at one certain gate that's the furthest away from their supporter section gate. Like the opposing supporters, when they come to our stadium, they are in the opposite corner of us, up in the top.
How do you get in that group?
As supporters, we have links to supporter section tickets.
So I could just buy tickets.
You could
and get in early, get a liaison. Be held.
No,
she's gonna hold me. She's gonna hold me after the game. No, I'm not gonna get held.
If you don't sit in the supporter section, you're on your own. What happens?
No, but if I go sit in the supporter section, this liaison, she's gonna like hold me.
No. It's not. It's security.
Oh, wait. What's
security and police usually?
Oh no, never mind.
Or like, well, police are at the gates, but it's not that bad. But yeah, they just don't want everybody leaving together with the passion of the game at the same exact time. So they try to let it clear out a little bit.
Do they treat wins and losses differently?
It depends
Like
on the
if you lose, are they gonna like hold you guys a little longer?
it depends on the. I've been in stadiums where they were just like, okay, have a good time, and they let us go immediately. Like Seattle, there really wasn't a
Football
big,
fans wouldn't put up with that. That's the
but
difference.
I don't know.
The football no, what I'm saying is the football fans wouldn't do the held part.
We have lots of people who have come in for the first time and think it's going to be one thing, and then they think the whole holding thing, and they try to tell the security, no, I'm leaving. Well, I got to go to the bathroom. And then that's how you see people just.
Oh, you can't go to the bathroom while you're being. There's not like a bathroom.
You're in the section until it's time to leave.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
I mean, just to prevent the fights and the. If you look at it in Europe, it's a lot of fun. Like, and they're really, it's not dangerous or anything, but it's just the way that things work there. Just hang out a little bit after the game. Some stadiums they let you go immediately, but other stadiums, when it has been a lot of like, just you can just tell when shit's about to pop off. And sometimes if there's a lot of tension in the crowd, like some stadiums might hold you a little bit longer. But
See, football fans wouldn't be as tolerant of that. I was blown away by the what's the word I'm looking for? Brazenness of football fans. They're cool. Best people on the planet. It's really cool being in our particular area that we were sitting in the Paycor Stadium is now what it's called. I don't like this new generation of stadiums being named after the company that owns it. Like that's cool, but like at least our baseball stadium is called Great American Ballpark. Yeah, it's Great American Insurance, but they made a name Great American Ballpark. That sounds really cool. Like Paycor Stadium, I don't know if I like that as much, but that's another conversation. So our particular section, we were in 222. And this was in the Bengals end zone, about the second deck up. I was super surprised, man. I bought these tickets back in March. Brendan's got a cat. If you're only getting the audio version of this, we have a guest cat.
I just have a feeling he's gonna start yanking scars down behind me because that's the type of shit he likes.
That's going to be the best episode, the destruction of Brendan. What the fall of the House of Usher, which is coming out.
Seen it. You need to
I haven't seen it either. But anyway, so in this stadium, we're sitting. It's myself and my brother-in-law, Chris. We have the interesting group in front of us. We've got the two old Bengal fan ladies. Like, ladies probably in their mid-50s, just two women hanging out at the football game. Then you've got the mixed group. And what I mean by the mixed group is you've got a Seattle fan, a Bengals fan, Seattle fan, Bengals fan, and they're all buddies. Like, they're all super cool, cheering for opposite teams, all of that stuff. Then you had some teenagers, you had a couple families behind us. But about one section down was where the rowdiness meter probably got turned up like 3 notches. I could never take my kid to the football game because it smells like weed constantly. It's crazy.
Really?
Constantly. Could never take my kid there. She'd be bored.
If you come to the Bailey, we have a lot of other smoke that goes off and stuff like that, but you'll see people start to hit their vapes at that point because it can just mix in with all the blue and orange smoke.
There it is.
Would you
would I what? Oh,
No.
you're talking to the cat.
Talking to the
So the cool thing about that interaction though was seeing all like the fact that like the 2 or 3 Seattle fans were being cool, with
Yeah.
the Bengals fans. It wasn't like a brutal rivalry. There's a lot of stuff when you go to the game live that you don't see on television. A lot of the opening ceremonies. There's a fourth quarter guitar player that I didn't know about. It's like all of a sudden, as soon as it gets to the fourth quarter of the game, it turns into that scene from Mad Max where like the
Anything we
guitar
can
player's dude standing on the stand like wow, 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 shredding.
What can we add to this sport to make the 12 minutes that they actually do something exciting? Let's put some more bullshit in. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, it's so. Why are you stopping all the fucking time?
What, football?
12 minutes of action for 3 hours of TV coverage. If you actually look at the time from snap to end of play, add it together over one game, it's about 12 seconds. The only thing
12
they're
minutes.
good for anymore, 12 minutes.
Yeah, you said seconds.
12 minutes. Sorry. I wish it was seconds. But I've started watching again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Fantasy.
No.
Well, gambling.
I lost last week, and I'm really kind of upset about that.
You're number one in the league.
I was. Now someone's tied with me.
Well, you still have time to come back. But I'm going to guess the other reason you've been watching a lot more football is the same reason I've been watching a lot more sports altogether.
I learned that parlay isn't just a pirate term.
Man, gambling in Kentucky has made life a little bit more interesting.
Off the court.
Man. So as of was it October 5th or 6th this month? Earlier this month.
27th.
The 27th of September.
Or 28th was when you could actually open up the bets.
Sports gambling went live in the state of Kentucky, where Brendan and I both live. Up until this point, the only betting that we really had access to was horses, which is fine. You go to Keeneland mostly for that, or Churchill Downs, or Turfway Park. There's like a place you go. Online horse betting is kind of not that fun. The funnest horse betting I ever did was in Grand Theft Auto.
We've done it together there.
It's a blast.
Back into our. We need to have a casino night on Grand Theft
That's
Auto.
That's what this stream will just become is Grand Theft Auto gambling.
Casino nights. I don't know how horse odds work.
It's very confusing, but I'm learning slowly
bowling,
about sports odds, and that's something that I'm not going to sit here and say I've been successful with, but I've been learning and having wins and having victories where I can.
Where's some wood?
Knock on the wood.
This is me knocking on wood before I say I've been damn happy with how it's gone so far.
You've been doing pretty well. You've shown me a couple of your wins. You've shown me a couple things. You've given me a couple names, and you've been doing pretty well. You've been focusing, and we'll get deeper into it. You've been focusing more on some soccer betting.
Yes.
I have been
more comfortable in that realm.
Enjoying baseball. Baseball is an easy way to make some safe little small bets.
We need to talk about that more, and we'll trade some baseball and soccer tips to each other here shortly.
100%. But when it started, when the entire betting envelope opened in the state of Kentucky, every company was giving out crazy fucking deals. Like you get whatever you deposit, you get back in bonus bets. You get $200 in this, you get $100 in that. Bet 365 was doing $365 worth of bonus bets for free.
I still have over $100 in bonus bets through them, but I've made over my 300 through them, I think, already.
So we've tried a few of the apps. You've tried a few of the apps. I've tried a few of them.
I've tried 4.
I
5.
I tried FanDuel and I tried DraftKings. I got out of DraftKings and purely went to FanDuel. FanDuel feels like a smoother experience for me personally. I thought I was gonna like DraftKings more in the beginning. I thought I liked the interface and the button pressing of DraftKings a little bit more. FanDuel is easier for me to pop in there, see what's going on. Like right now, I can go in here and say, okay, what happened in the baseball game? Let's see. Boom, I checked it. Great, parlays hit, wonderful, back about my life, and I'm out.
I'm playing it like a Ponzi scheme, and I'm just moving money from one app
to
another app.
Don't say that on the internet.
I'm just messing with you. No, I will win, like, I'll hit for 50 on one app, and then I'll pull out 40 and put 20 on another app and 20 on another app.
Oh, I've been on house money for weeks.
Yeah, I pulled all mine out a week afterwards with some winnings, and I've been good since then. I'm still playing with house money, and I'm kind of happy with that. But I don't like big bets. Anything over $10 makes me uneasy. Like, I like to build these parlays that for $5 that pay off real well.
I'll do the research and say to myself, okay, let's go for four or 5 legs. Let's put $1 to $5 on this. Let's flip some money real easily. Or something that's fun to do is tennis bet. You go it. No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Betting on tennis that's happening overnight and all this stuff.
I'll put 10 cents on a tennis parlay, and I'll go through all the tennis games that are going on overnight. I'm betting 10 cents a day. It's 10 cents. And I'll just pick the winners. Who do I think is going to win each of the tennis matches? It's 10 cents. I either lose 10 cents or because it's like 25 bets and some of the odds are like 41 to 1. It's like $10,000 for 50 cents, which is never going to fucking happen. That's the reality of that is never going to happen.
I throw $1 on a lot of things that are like plus 8,000, 80,000. Like, I'll just build just some absurd things. I mean, there's one that for $5 could make me 900, and it's just I need 4 teams to win. But it can be a little bit of a pain with soccer because you got 3 options. There is that draw option as well, but that does help boost the odds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, with there being a third option, now you've got everything is a plus instead of a minus,
Right.
for example, across the board. So some of those are fun. And the over-under usually in soccer matches is kind of not too hard to tell. And the interesting thing about some of the apps, like I got rid of BetMGM first. That was just not great.
I don't feel good about the marketing on that one.
No,
BetMGM makes me feel a little dirty. That makes me feel like I'm actually at a casino
Yeah.
using BetMGM. Because that makes me think of the MGM Grand Casinos,
Now-
which is the branding.
Fanatics had a great deal. FanDuel.
They gave you a jersey.
I got a jersey. All I had to do was deposit $50. Now, it's $150 credit to a jersey. If you're if planning on buying a jersey and you think about it, would you pay $50 for a jersey? That's kind of the way I looked at it. And I might win some money back. And I think I lost $25 and then I won a little bit back. But I also got a brand new FC Cincinnati jersey, which I just had customized, and I'm going to be picking it up tomorrow.
There you go.
It says Shield 23 on the back because
I thought you said it was good.
Shield.
I thought you were about to say it said shit.
Shit. Oh, that's what I
Shit.
should have done.
So I've enjoyed baseball, a little bit of those
Oh, wait, sorry, let me-
stupid tennis bets. Go ahead.
I got rid of BetMGM. Got
Ooh,
rid of
yes.
Fanatics after I finished FanDuel. It's still on my phone, but I haven't opened it. I don't have any money in it. And then it became a game of when I lose money, do I want to keep this? And I'm still between FanDuel, DraftKings. There's things I like about each of them. I think the longer I go, I'll lose one more, but I'm probably going to keep two. I like Bet365's early payouts. I don't know if you're familiar with that they do. If a football game, like let's say you bet on the Bengals, they go up 17-0, or they go up by 17 points, but then lose the game, you get paid out when they go up by 17. In baseball, it's up by 5. And now what I love is soccer. It's up by 2. There's a lot of soccer games I've seen where a team will go up by 2 and then end up drawing or losing.
Yeah.
But if you go up 2 on your money line bet, you automatically get paid out.
Damn.
So yeah, they have all these. They have a score for every single sport that is an early payout score. I think hockey is 3, but it's worth checking out Bet365, especially because they give you 365 to use as you please. You could do 365 $1 bets if you want.
Yeah.
It's just money in your account. So I've got DraftKings, FanDuel, and 365 that I'm still working on.
I'm down
So-
to just DraftKings. No, I'm down to just DraftKings and FanDuel that exist. But I'm completely withdrawn out of DraftKings. I'm honestly a button press away from closing the account. I think FanDuel is where I'm going to live.
I was bailing out of FanDuel, but every now and then I just pop in and they tell me I've got a $10 bet to throw on something or a $20 bet. So like that's what's kept me around with FanDuel is they just throw me these random bonus bets
Yeah.
and then I'll suddenly double it to 20 or something. And
Without
now
realizing it, you'll know that a bet you placed gets you the no sweat thing where you still
Yeah.
just you get your money back, and you'll sign up for those without even knowing about it. You'll place a bet, it'll lose, and you'll just get that money back in bonus bets.
Yeah.
What I love about FanDuel also, honestly, is what I'm gonna call the kitschiness. Right at the height of Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift mania a few weeks ago, they were
know
running
what you're
specials
talking about. Yes.
on Taylor Swift named bets. Like one was like running away with you, where if 2 people got 40 yards, you got like a crazy flip on your money, and like just these like Taylor Swift named bets, and like they'll do that every once in a while. Like Gronkowski will have like, here's my special fantasy football or my Thursday night parlay special or something
Yeah.
like that. So I like FanDuel for that like jokey kitschiness that it gives you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of those right now. Like they would have unique parlays and whatnot. Let's see, a lot for college football coming up. See, I don't feel great about college football except for like playing the over all the time because it seems like everybody's always scoring over 50 points.
Yeah, if you play the overs in college football, I'm gonna tell you from experience, stay away from Coach Prime. He's a bum. He's a bum, and his team's a bum. That game a couple weeks ago where they were up by like 20, they were up 29 points at the half, came back and lost by like 3 points. It was crazy. Like it's so up and down with some of the college teams. You could bet on the over unless you're betting on those straight locks. Like if Michigan's playing somebody or if LSU's playing like a nobody, you can like totally take that bet. Like I'm gonna take a bet if like LSU's playing some third level team that I can't think of the name of right now. I don't know call the college teams.
Yeah.
But if they're playing like a low ranked team, I'll take that bet. I'll take them on the money line.
I've got one going right now. I've got two different parlays based on different things, but the one that might be good for me is Alvin Kamara to score tonight, over 40 points. Derek Carr won't throw for 240, and Alvin Kamara will rush for 50. I only know about him because he's on my fantasy team.
I've got
Do you tend to play players that are on your team because you know?
I started doing that, but after the Bengals game, I was realizing you can't bet with your heart.
Yeah.
I thought Jamar Chase was coming in after 2 weeks ago and was getting 2 touchdowns. I had money on him getting 1 touchdown, 2 touchdown, and 250 plus yards. Dude didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Dude didn't do a goddamn thing. So like
That's how I had my fantasy for a bit. T. Higgins, I was playing him with my heart, but man, he has done nothing for me. Really.
Here's the silliness that I'll do. Like right now, I've got on the game. I've got Christian Kirk for a touchdown. Christian Kirk for 50 plus yards. Chris Olave for 60 plus yards.
He's the number one targeted guy I learned today.
He's already at 14 out of that 60.
Yeah, nice.
Evan Ingram at 40 plus yards. Michael Thomas at 40 plus yards. Alvin Kamara at 25 plus yards and 4 receptions. Travis Eaton at 40 plus yards. Alvin Kamara with a touchdown and Travis Eaton with a touchdown.
How many legs is that parlay?
That's 10 legger. That's
What's
10 leg.
The odds payout
140 147.72.
on how much was the bet?
Oh, that's. Oh, we're not gonna talk about what the bet was.
Is that what? Okay, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, was that like one of the low ones? That
Oh yeah, that's one of my low ones. That's a bunch of easy hits. That's gonna get me a quick flip on that. That's like, yeah, that's one of my silly bets. But then you'll look at like, we've also got, like I just settled a bet where it paid out at. Like I bet 10 cents and it paid out $16.68.
I need to start betting cents.
Because
cents. I just always bet like at least 5.
Well, that's where the baseball shit's fun because I bet for Trea Turner to record a hit, Ranger Suarez to go over 3.5 strikeouts, Brandon Pfaadt to go over 3.5 strikeouts, Ranger Suarez to then go over 7 strikeouts, and Brandon Pfaadt to go over 7 strikeouts. All of those things hit. Honestly, all of those things, like out of those, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs, 3 of those legs, I think it hit by the bottom of the second. So, like with baseball, with if you're betting on strikeouts this late in the season, we're in the postseason. It's only top level pitchers playing. You can pick a game, bet on each pitcher to at least get 3 strikeouts, and you're gonna make that flip because it's postseason. Like on World Series, I'm taking each pitcher for at least 4 strikeouts per game just to see what happens. Like they're at least going to let that happen. These are the high level. Now the other night I went for 8 strikeouts on a player who got taken out after 7 because he started bombing. So you start getting in those higher numbers, you're risking it there. And once again, internet. This is 2 people talking who don't know. We're not experts. We just got this in our state like 3 weeks ago. So don't take anything we're saying here as betting, gambling advice.
Well, did you ever do any betting before this a lot?
Horses.
Did you know anything odds? Because I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you, I will admit 100%,
Yeah.
I knew nothing. And
I've taken odds before in Vegas. I've taken odds on. I mean,
I knew nothing, but I did use I don't know if it was FanDuel or DraftKings had a Bet 101 inside their app, and it was just like
FanDuel.
6 different videos that just broke it down so easy. This is what a money line is. This is what this is. This is how you read. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't that bad at all. Like when you look at it back in the day with all the numbers, it just is insane.
The spread was the biggest thing that I had to sit and really learn. Really was like learning how spreads work, positive negative spreads. Because when you look at positive negatives, you think
I don't like
negative is that.
Either bet is negative 110. Like I want all the things that are. I really don't like playing the spread. I might play the money line here and there for the underdog if it's close, but I don't know. I go back and forth.
I don't like betting on an entire team to win. I like betting on a player to accomplish a thing. Like I'll bet on Bryce Harper to do something.
Futures, anything over like a week away?
Like I haven't done that yet.
I've put down a Super Bowl champion. I put down a Rugby World Cup champion. That one's out now. I was winning on rugby for a minute.
You got to get on them 10-cent tennis bets, bro.
I thought I was betting crazy with my rugby, and you're doing 10-cent tennis
All right,
bets.
Let's place one right now. Let's place one live. We're going to place a 10-cent tennis bet.
What?
Live on the air. I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
All right, and you're gonna help me pick these. I'm gonna list these off.
All right, I'm gonna just first one that I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the reason for you to lose your 10 cents.
It's 10 cents. Who cares? All right, so E. Clark. This is doubles. E. Clark and P. Mahoney versus J. Hassan and A. Martinez.
I like when you said P. Mahoney.
P. Mahoney. All right. In the UTR Japan Ladies Fourth of 2023, Aoi Ito or Ryo Maeda?
Ito, because I like Maki Ito.
Aoi Ito. All right, in the UTR Japan Men's Seventh, Kazuma Kawachi or Natsuki Yamamoto?
I feel like I know a Yamamoto. What's Yamamoto from?
Tojo Yamamoto is a wrestler.
Maybe that's what it is. Let's
So
go with that.
The next match, Hiro Sakamoto versus Ryota Tanuma.
I like Hiro.
Hiro Sakamoto.
Hiro.
That's got 18-1 odds. In the ITF Mexican Futures, J.A. Espinol Moreno and D. Van Orderlane versus B. Perez and R. Rodriguez Pace.
Sounds like that guy's got a good pace.
Good
on his
pace.
shot. I like pace. Yeah.
All right, so
By the way, I don't think you have to give the disclaimer that this isn't how you should bet.
no, this isn't how you should do this at all. So we're going to put 10 cents. This is going to pay out $11.88.
Wait, this is all for $11? I mean, for those things and me just picking out of the blue, you should be paid $1,000 if this all hits.
When you can get like 20 of them, you can do that. It will give you like that much. But right now, there's not that many games lined up. So we are going to go. Oh, one of the games got suspended. Ito versus R. Maeda got suspended.
That's the one that's going to ruin it.
Oh, we're going to take that out. So now we're cashing in this 10 cents for 11. It wins $11.76. All right. We have a parlay placed. And there we go. And we'll see how that happens. So I'm going to go check my settled bets. All right.
I'm looking at a current bet boost for Borussia Dortmund and Werder Bremen.
Borussia Dortmund and Werner Bremen. What sport is this?
This is soccer. And
Soccer.
the match result will be a tie or Werder
Hold on.
Bremen.
Are those teams or players?
Those are teams.
What's the first one?
Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. And the second one?
There's also another one called Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Ooh, I like Mönchengladbach.
That's where one of our players may end up going very
Let's
soon.
take Mönchengladbach.
Well, they're not, I don't know who they're playing. I'm looking at this.
All right. So what are these teams?
I'll tell you something I always like for a parlay in soccer is over 7 corners. Usually between both teams, there'll be over 7 corner kicks.
What's a corner?
Corner kick is when the ball goes out at the end of the field where the goal is. If it goes out on the sideline, you're going to throw it in. If it goes out over the touchline behind the goal, it's going to be a corner kick. If it's off of a defensive player.
Okay.
If it's off of the team whose goal it is, it's a corner kick. If it's I can see you. And if it's off of the team that is attacking, it is a goal kick.
I love that it's called attacking.
There's attacking and defense, and yeah. How's your
All
bet?
right, wonderful. So what's our bet? What are our options?
I think I'm gonna take. Now, how are you feeling about hockey bets lately?
It's too hard. I love hockey with all of my heart. So
Okay,
it's very hard for me to bet on teams because I can't. I can't. I want to bet Edmonton Oilers to do everything. I want to bet
Here
Connor
we go.
to
You're
do
gonna
everything.
You're gonna give me your first thoughts.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead and build a 4-way out of 4 games that are happening tonight. You're gonna help me with mine, and next time we'll see how we did.
Let's
We're
go.
probably gonna do shit.
Awful.
Stars or Ducks at Anaheim.
Ducks.
Hurricanes. or
Nope.
Kraken.
Stars. Flip that to Stars. Love me the Ducks, but I think Stars are going to come in and do it.
Hurricanes at Kraken.
Hurricanes.
Blackhawks at Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Bruins at Sharks.
Let's go with the Sharks, baby.
If I use $5 of my bonus bet, let's see. Wait. Balance. Perfect. Wager. Wait. Early payout selections. And I don't know why it's not letting me fill it in. Hang on.
So it looks like E. Clark and P. Maloney are pulling through for us, but our boy Yamamoto might be losing. Might lose us that parlay, that tennis parlay.
Did you say Blackhawks or Avalanche?
Avalanche.
Oh,
Avalanche.
fantasy football alert. Something happened in our league. I'm sure you're getting the same message.
100%.
I keep having the issue with they are confirming my location still, so we'll place that bet shortly and see how it goes.
That was the living nightmare when you have a bet. When I had a bet at the football stadium because I placed the bet in Kentucky and I'm in Ohio, and I keep having to switch the state I'm in, like telling
Now
it like, no, I want to look at my Kentucky bets, not my Ohio bets.
Now, what's interesting about where we are located, too, is I'm a 10-minute drive from Ohio and Indiana.
Yeah.
Both of those states have allowed it up until now, and Kentucky didn't. So technically, I guess I could have driven across the line and set it all up, but I don't know. Like, I never did until now, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
So we both got bets placed.
Well, almost, once they confirm my location.
There you go. And then we've started the Houston Astros versus Texas Rangers. I've got Corey Seager to record a hit, Andrew Heaney to go over 3.5 strikeouts, Jose Urquidy to go over 3.5 strikeouts, and then both of them to also do over 4 strikeouts. That would turn $4 into 23.28.
One more time, Blackhawks at Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Avalanche? Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. Plus 918. I'm going to use a $5 bonus bet. This would pay out $45.94 if those 4 teams win.
There you go.
And it's a bonus bet, so I'm really not losing anything.
That's what's great about bonus bets. Like half of my bets today are bonus bets just
Yeah.
because I use the free money that they give me.
But everybody be smart. Don't. A few things I've learned that some people have taught is don't chase your losses.
Never chase your loss.
Immediately. I wanted to do that immediately. Like, oh, I got to make up that $20. Like, nope. I'm
Nope.
Gonna just stay
You
calm
lost that
for a
$20.
few days. Yep.
Yep.
So,
You can't do that. When you don't place a bet because you lost a bet.
yep.
No. Don't sit there and go like, well, I gotta make some money back. Nope.
Right,
You
exactly.
placed a bet and you bet incorrectly.
Everything's separate.
You lost your money. You got it. But once again, nothing we're giving on this episode or anything moving forward is betting advice, gambling advice. This is two dudes learning what they're doing, fucking it all up, playing with house money, and seeing how it goes.
Yeah, just have fun. Never place a bet over $1, even if you don't want to.
So I think this is a good time to close the show out with a shot, right?
Sure. Yeah, I got some gaming I could get back to, or I'll go see how... Oh, Alvin Kamara's in the red zone.
Let's go, Alvin Kamara. All right, I've got a weird shot.
What do you got?
I'm regretting this already. This is Wicked Pickle, spicy pickle flavored whiskey.
Okay.
I've had this for a while. My wife got me this, and it's been downstairs.
So it's a expired pickle?
Oh, I don't think it's going to expire. It's 70 proof. We should be good. But I've been avoiding it, and I think nothing better to close out this episode of Thirsty Thursday on GettingWorked.com. Betting worked. That's what we can call it. Then
I'm gonna take the odds that you're not gonna be pleased with this.
Oh my god.
Immediate nose reaction. Do you get pickle?
Oh yeah. It smells like the brine. Like
Oh.
it literally just smells like spicy pickle. I don't smell any whiskey. I just smell spicy pickle. Like I don't smell booze at all.
I'm excited for this.
All right, internet. This is Wicked Pickle, spicy pickle whiskey. Cheers to the Houston Astros.
That was a great sound. Good mic.
Oh, I regret that.
Oh, you look so sad.
Oh, I regret that so much. Oh man, that's wild. Wicked Pickle. Oh, I think I got some on me. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
Why? Oh, that just tastes old. Oh, the pickle brine part just tastes old. Oh.
this is how you want to close things, huh? Finish that glass there. That
People of the internet. I'm Mike.
I'm Brendan.
Oh, I'm in pain.
Good luck on your bets.
Oh, we're gonna hit the
If you have
music.
problems, call the help number inside your app.
Yeah, don't be a
Yeah.
gambling addict. Don't
And don't drink pickles.
drink that. All right, I'm gonna hit the music.
Hit the music.